Despite his penchant for extravagant celebrations after making absurd baskets, Steph Curry is regarded as a generally good guy thanks to his easygoing attitude and bubbly joy whenever he's on the court. But occasionally, Curry with the fake on Jaylen Brown drills it with a strong push. I'm aware that Steph is rarely enraged or provoked, but certain gamers like to play with fire, and, for whatever reason, choose to poke the bear. Let's see what happens to the players today if they criticize the two-time MVP. The first incident occurred during the Dubs and Rockets 2019 Western semifinal game. The Dubs had a chance to advance by defeating the Rockets in Game 6 because they were only one win away from eliminating the Rockets. Steph, being the true and committed professional that he is, asked Eric Housen, one of the Dubs managers, to reserve the court from 7 to 8 p.m. so he could practice and shoot some hoops before tip-off. Chris Paul, who learned of the news for some reason, made the decision to thwart Curry's strategy by getting to the Toyota Center before Steph. Steph arrived to see CP3 setting up shots. When Steph suggested splitting the court so they could both practice, CP3 refused and ejected him from the area. When the game finally started, CP3's clever game plan appeared to be working because Curry went scoreless in the first half. Curry, however, awoke from his profound sleep at that moment. Steph gradually picked up the pace at the beginning of the third by nailing some difficult floaters and layups. Then after a short while, he managed to find his groove from 3. By the fourth quarter, Steph had taken over completely. Steph, who had no points in the first half, finished the game with 33 points on 9 of 20 field goal attempts, 4 of 11 three-point attempts, and 11 free throws. Furthermore, of the 33 points he scored, 21 came in the fourth quarter, including 16 in the closing 5 minutes. Steph ended his annoyance by shouting, "Damn, that was savage," when he returned to the locker room after the game. The two-point guards, Steph and Patrick Beverley, got tangled up early in the second quarter of one of their season matchups in 2018, which led to both of them getting teed up. Steph had 4 points and was doing nothing before this. I have no idea what Bev was thinking, but Steph was instantaneously converted into a human torch once this incident ignited the fire inside him. Steph completely lost control and scored 11 points in the fourth to conclude the game with 33 points. Along with his 5 rebounds, 6 assists, and 6 steals, he also had 6 steals. Steph Curry and Kendrick Perkins began conversing as they were returning to the Dubs bench after Steph's final shot in the third quarter of Game 2 of the 2018 Finals. Curry put on a display by hitting 5 of 5 threes to score 16 points in the fourth quarter following the altercation with Perkins, finishing with a total of 33 points. With 9 made three-pointers in the NBA Finals, he also established a record. Just a few possessions later, it becomes clear that the officials are not particularly fond of Steph. Steph completely lost control and scored 11 points in the fourth to conclude the game with 33 points. Along with his 5 rebounds, 6 assists, and 6 steals, he also had 6 steals. In the fourth quarter, when the score was still close, Paul George gave Steph an entertaining suggestion. In this situation, PG tried to engage Steph in some sort of shooting competition. Curry, on the other hand, remained silent but answered with back-to-back icy threes to send the Clippers back to Los Angeles. A reporter asked KD and Russ if they believed Steph was an underrated defender during the post-game interview after Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals. It appears like Westbrook was not having any of it, as seen by his response. When it mattered most, Steph retaliated in the next game with fire and vengeance, giving the Dubs the victory. When it's all said and done, players around the league should be warned that messing with Steph Curry is one heck of a bad idea. Being a former player that had many battles with Steph, JJ Redick shared in his podcast a list of players that you should avoid trash-talking. And on top of that list is none other than the chef himself. In conclusion, Steph Curry's ability to turn challenges into motivation is a testament to his competitive spirit. He has consistently shown that attempting to provoke or criticize him on the court only fuels his exceptional performances. Messing with Curry is indeed a bad idea, as history has demonstrated.